Hello guys, Arthur here, and this is track from this week, but from now on it's become more special. From this week, there new event called Community Showcase, hosted by RonanC, and this is all your track submitted for Showcase on a specific channel, and each Friday Ronan will host it and we all play all your tracks that you submitted from this week, so which I believe really great idea, and more people can see tracks, more people can enjoy them in specific time with a lot of people. And there was like 30-35 people, so I would say it was pretty decent event. But back to the track, I put this track, the first one, because it's pretty long track, and well, because of that I have a lot of time for made my intro. And as you can see, this is not really hard track, it's like track, and I love it. I love all this curve, all these transitions, and there's a couple jumps. It's not like speed checks, they're pretty normal one, and you just need to control your soulbox to land in perfectly and maintain your speed. The only question, if you will have really big speed, can you hit the helicopter? If not, then it's all perfect. It's, I would say, classical. I don't know how tracks submitted here or how they done in playlist, maybe in alphabetical order or just the way how they were submitted here, so one by one. But it wasn't first track, but I would love to have such type of tracks first one, because they pretty easy and we can use them as warm-up. So pretty enjoyable track, but for my taste it's slightly long. On Point by Maki. And when you have some events, some really community events, it could be good, because after could be take part on it and you can see how to do this track, and especially if it's Maki, so he's really strong player and his tracks are usually quite hard. I wouldn't say this one is hard, but to receive good time you need to be really tight on each corner and you need to basically do the same line. I don't think there is like other way where you can find another line which could be like way faster, but as you can see, everything that could be done wrong on this track, most likely it's just hitting the wall or barriers or landing bad. So interesting but hard track, and it could be quite challenging to beat after time, because I believe it was set by just Maki, and as you can see, it's pretty strong one. Iceberg Antarctica by Rico, and this is like seasonal track, and it's really cool, really nice. A lot of snow, a lot of ice. I can't say anything, like it's just cool, solid track and people love it. All turnings are quite wide. Some elements could be difficult, but as you can see, there's like water pipe, water ramp that can help you to turn, and you can do some tight corners wide faster than it was standard way playing it. And potentially one hard point could be the finish one, because it's ice, and if you're going slightly wrong there, you can easily fall off or hit the barrier and not finish. But otherwise, pretty nice and fun track. Inside the Snow Globe by DDD99, and this track use a lot of different surfaces, jumps, tight corners. If I remember correctly, there is everything here except loops, I guess. So it's hard track, but looking how many people finish it, I think it's like doable. People can do it, no one complain about it, so it was fun. And I would say finding the line and finding the way where and how you need to use arms up on jumps can easily give you like up half a second, at least for me. I want to say big thank to Sidao. On last my video, he opened for me in a comments like steering limiter, which so huge improvement for me. I'm using controller, but I'm not like really good at it. So I found that 80% limiter is the best for me for any type of track, like 95% of tracks. I can use it. It prevents me from drifting. So yeah, big thanks. Cloudy with chance of Kern, Ogel Games. And as you can see right away, 80%. It's so great steering limiter for me, so I can do much sharp turning from my game controller and it still be really reasonable. As for the track, nice flow. It's what a lot of people say on this track, that it's like feeling nice. It's have really good transitions. It's not hard, it's just good flow, and at the finish you can do the line or you can do the small jump, which I think made intentionally by Arthur, so it again can save you a couple of tens. Hope he'll buy trees. Someone in the chat said that this is his first track, and as for the first track, I would say he built pretty hard one, but when you learn the trajectory you can do it fine, but some transitions are really hard and I would say advanced. So if you're completely new in the game, I would say the only way how you can learn about it to watch how other people do it. For example, horizontal barrier ride to have enough speed to next loop jump, which consider as a speed check without enough speed. But I would say the thing that I'm missing most is the guideline on checkpoint 4 to 5 when you do this loop. Maybe just remove first point of view and leave third, or just put some arrows that people could understand that you need to turn left. The upheaval by MDPL, and well, this is MDPL track. This is really hard one, as usual. As I remember, previous tracks from MDPL was all about the poles and then obstacles. This one about transitions, about not like about diagonal lines. So you need to be prepared. I was failing so much on all of this transition, especially at the end. But I guess I found a small cut potentially if after the loop you do not on the track but going slightly left of the track, there's enough gap to go straight between trees and anything, and there will be a small bump so you can jump back to the track. Again, it's all theoretical because it's not on my skill level. Turbine Canyon by Shadownuke. It's nice, interesting track, but I would say it's not really hard. Track are pretty wide and it's done that you can see all what you expect next from the track, so you can prepare, you can find your line. There's no blind turns, blind jumps, and I would say even finish is not like really a speed check, but I saw several people who fail it, so I could be wrong. Archer Club by Wombat. And well, I didn't make this track, so let's watch Maki, and spoiler alert, this attempt also wasn't good, but at least you can see what the type of track it is. And I can't show you the last part of this track because at the showcase time I wasn't have enough time to do it in photo mode, and now this track unavailable. Maybe Wombat is trying to change something there and upgrade it or make it harder, who knows. It's really hard. There's for me a lot of RNG moments like this loop transition upside down, then barriers or flaps at the end, I could say this way. So for the first like showcase time limit, I believe it's also the same 7 minutes. Only just Maki and St. Nicholas finished this track because of a lot of different problems on the track. So yeah, really hard, really RNG track, but still doable, I guess. Futureland V2, and yet another really long track. And usually I'm not a really big fan of such type of tracks, but because now it's like showcase, I'm not a host, and it's all tracks from this week, so it's great. But I didn't put, so this is a really long pipey track, like hyperloop. I don't know how to say what's all these pipes represent, maybe Futurama, I don't know. But well, at some point it's hard. You need to understand how to make all these pipe loops viral and everything. So I didn't put tracks from ZCL. To see tracks that will be presenting or pointed into ZCL wall ride, you will need to watch my another video, which will be I hope next, because I need that people submit 10 tracks, and as of this moment there's only 9, so we will wait. And there will be really cool tracks. I'm not a great performer on the wall rides. I'm not a great performer at any type of track, you know. But we all here just for fun, but tracks that seems pretty decent, and there will be a really cool story when I messed up Ronan with Sandal, and well, it was fun. So if you want to hear this story or read it, hit subscribe, leave like, and see you next time. Bye.